Season 51, War Number 2, we matched up here against Nath, and the bans are Crossbones, Null, Moleman, Odin, and Maestro. And at this point, I have made a lot of videos on Angela recently, and I'm starting to feel like I'm just the Angela player, because we have another war where I'm just gonna take her across like the entire war map and just go ham on so many fights and mini bosses. And my two other team members are literally just synergy members for her, because we're gonna have a 7-fight Angela war, and those synergies are gonna be very useful for some of these fights, so we're gonna start breaking that down really quick. But our first fight is gonna be here against Node 6 Guardian, and this fight isn't really much of a threat. It's just gonna have spiked armor, so I'm going to be taking a lot of damage back from the spiked armor node, because I do crit a good bit, especially when I want to use heavy attacks to ramp up clarity. Angela's crit rate is definitely not bad, and we also can gain a precision if I choose to actually go for one. I don't remember entirely if I do or not, but she does have a precision, which would increase my crit rate. So going into this fight, I knew it wouldn't be incredibly difficult, but I did know that I was going to be taking chip damage, and I definitely wanted to avoid giving him as much prowess as from Combat Deja Vu as possible, because Guardian's special attacks are tricky sometimes, and especially for me, I'm not the best at dexing them, so I did want to try my best to avoid giving him prowess at all costs. And yeah, at this point, he's just dead, so there we go. I'm only going to need a potion after that, and it was largely just due to spiked armor damage, which is perfectly fine. So next up is Node 15, Iron Man Infinity War, and this is a really fun fight for Angela just because we can parry non-contacts, so that's something we never have to worry about from Iron Man's kit. And yeah, we just go into the fight, and it's kind of a basic fight. I'm going to use the first synergy that I have on my team, which is with Heimdall, which is going to give me a Fury buff when I dash back and hold block for 1.5 seconds. So that Fury buff is nice because it's going to ramp up Angela's Sig ability a lot, and obviously it's just flat out more damage, which is really, really good too. So you're going to see that Fury buff come into play more importantly for some later fights, but against this Iron Man here, it's useful, but it's gonna be more impactful later. So we threw a 27k medium there, and yeah, Angela's just hitting really hard. We do have to deal with his armor ups, of course, but that's really the only thing making him a bit more tanky in this fight. So aggression prowess is also obviously here, but it's not too big a deal because we just dex his SP1s, and then once he gets into his second life, we're gonna kill him really fast because we never have to worry about auto block. Not second life, but his final 15%, I mean, so. Okay, so this fight is on Path 3 in Section 2, and we're gonna be fighting this infamous Iron Man. And basically, the thing you want to do in this fight is just power start 1, and then throw the special 1 immediately, so that you armor break iDoom, and he's not gonna be able to get an armor up back for a little while after the armor breaks expire. And also, once he gets his armor up back, we're going to have enough buffs to where it's not really going to be a problem if he bleeds us or not, because we're going to be basically immune to the bleed. So I could go for the Fury from the Heimdall synergy just to build up the resistance a little bit faster, but I really don't need to worry about it too much. Let's see, we just keep dexing iDoom specials, 23k medium there. I did not armor break him, which is actually really annoying because he glanced my medium, and then I threw my special on the frame that my medium glanced, which I still think is one of the stupidest game mechanics in the game. But yeah, you can glance special activation abilities if you chain them from a medium like really fast, or a lighter medium really fast. So it caught me there. I probably should have thought about it before, but it only made me lose like 10% health or something, so it's not too big a deal. And yeah, we're just going to go to this Hulkbuster fight next, and this is the exact same game plan. Power start 1, armor break him immediately, and then never worry about the, I think this node has shock, yeah, static defense. So yeah, same strategy as iDoom, and this one is a bit less threatening, so that's nice. I want to build up my Fury buff fast. I don't, it's just really nice to have for the extra damage and stuff. So I go for an SP1 there. Dude, I swear I was mashing that special button so much, and it just took forever to actually release. So he actually could have blocked my special one, but luckily he didn't. So that's annoying, but it's all good. We gained some nice crits there. He armor breaks us, which is just some willpower healing, so that's cool. That's a 28k medium. Another 28k medium. Like, if he has the opportunity to shock us, which he doesn't really have the opportunity too often, but it just won't apply because of Angela's SIG ability being completely busted. So yeah, there goes that Hulkbuster down just like that. 50-something second fight, or like 40-something second fights, and yeah. Alright, so now we're gonna fight Shocker on node 39, and this is a fight where the Heimdall synergy definitely comes into play very nicely, because this node has Power Snack, and basically, Angela will eventually go immune to Power Snack because she gains Nullify resistance in her SIG ability per buff on her. So obviously I'm going to get my armor up nullified immediately, but once I get that permanent Fury from the Heimdall synergy active, that's just some Nullify resistance I have immediately, so I need to worry about Power Snack much less here. And now I have 3 buffs, so it's completely shut off, because if you have a SIG 200 Angela like I do, you only need 3 buffs, and now I have like 5, so it really doesn't matter at this point. And yeah, this Shocker is just getting melted. I took Power Sting damage there, but it doesn't hurt too much, which is nice. Dex the special ones, I can counter them safely if I'm close to him when he throws it. And yeah, that's a mini boss in like 40 seconds, so really nice right there. And then we're going to move on to Future Ant-Man on node 44, which is Hazard Shift, Incinerate, and Poison. And once again, Angela's SIG ability is just completely busted, because what it does is, for each buff on you, you not only gain Nullify resistance, but you also reduce the damage of damage over time effects. I mean, not the damage, it's the duration of damage over time effects. So, there, like, I charged my block to gain the Fury, and that just gave me more damage over time duration reduction immediately. And here I can just block Fat-Man's SP1, and I don't get a disintegration on me, so that's really awesome right there. And yeah, so this Fat-Man is definitely going down. We don't have any like power control resistances, so we are going to have to deal with his power detonation sometimes in this fight, but it's not too big a deal. I just keep baiting SP1s, playing it safe, and we're just blocking them because I'm going to be immune to the detonation, so there's barely any punishment for actually blocking it. Here, I was trying to go for the kill, and then I realized he's just got too many armor ups, so I'm not going to be able to do that. So I'm trying to intercept him a bit now, reduce those armor ups a little bit more, and here I didn't space it right, but it's okay. We get an intercept there. He glances again, I need another intercept, and I got punched, but that's okay. And yeah, I'm just going for the kill now. He has a passive armor up, and he's at 4%. I'm like, please just die, please just die, please just die. And then we get a crit, and he's dead. So there we go. That is the 6th fight. And this is a very interesting 7th fight. So, when I planned this war with my co-planner, I told him, this will be an easy fight for Angela, there's like no problem here. And then I realized, oh, the return policy node. So in my head, I was like, I'll just armor break him. I'll shut off his auto block with clarity. Like, there's no threat in this fight. I'll just counter his specials with heavy attacks to avoid the falter. It's a non-issue. But I forgot that return policy was applied when you armor break the opponent and remove an armor up buff. So as soon as I saw that node, I went to my alliance chat, checked the plan, saw what other attackers my battle group had, and was like, is there anyone else we can send to this? And then I realized I'm going to try it myself. I think I can do it. I'm checking Red Skull's SP3 ability because in my head, he's going to be throwing an SP3 and I'm going to eat it. So I'm going to invul boost and push him to SP3s because I'm probably going to be armor breaking him. And we'll just see how it goes. I am taking a big risk here taking this fight, but I trust myself enough to do it, and I'm just going to hope that it goes well because my heart was pounding really hard going into this, and immediately I lose an indestructible charge because I forget that he reduces stun ability accuracy like an idiot. So that's great. So now I'm like being extra careful with my parries for the rest of the fight. Here, I throw an armor break, and you'll notice that he did not skyrocket to 3 bars of power like I expected him to. And then I realized return policy does not stack when you trigger it multiple times. So I don't actually have to worry about him going to Special 3. He's going to gain power when I actually armor break him, but he's not going to go red because it only triggers one at a time. And I didn't know that going into the fight. So now that I know that, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's such a burden taken off my shoulders. I can actually armor break him and not have to worry about it too much now. And here E5 it combos my block. I'm just like, can you throw your special, please? And he just charges some heavies. That's annoying. But then he finally throws a special. And I'm going to go for the special 1 right here. We have clarity up, so auto block doesn't matter. I don't think he can auto block special attacks anyway, but still. We have a regen going, which is definitely nice. And I'm just staying in my corner, heavy countering his special 1s. And we're just using the extra crit rate on Angela's heavy attack to do the most of our damage from that. So here I throw the SP1, place the falter on him, and I need him to throw his special 1s. He's not feeling like throwing them, and then I'm just like, please throw the special, please throw the special. He still doesn't want to throw it, and he finally does. But I don't really feel safe countering them until I'm in my corner now because I ate the SP1. It's weird, like sometimes you space yourself perfectly against Red Skull countering his special with a heavy, and then some characters it doesn't work. And there, dude, I got caught on my dash back. He crit me 3 times. The only hits that actually did damage to me were all crits. And dude, my heart rate just skyrocketed here. I freaked out, and I'm just like, please die, dude, please die. Here, I just need him to throw his SP1s. He still isn't throwing them very frequently. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going for the kill. He's not throwing his specials. I'm going for the kill, and it's fine. We have the precision up. We're doing plenty of damage. I'm gonna finish my combo. It's still not gonna kill, but my SP3 is gonna finish the job. So there we go. There's Angela's beautiful SP3 animation, and that is Red Skull dead just like that. So one of the most stressful fights I've had in a long time in War. But I'm very glad that fight actually worked, and I trusted my judgment to be able to do it. So we did win the war by 2 deaths, technically, because if we had tied at 9, we would have won on fight duration. So we technically won by 2 deaths. And then my battle group only gave 1 death. So I'm very proud of them. I am an officer in my battle group and a part planner for it, so I'm very proud that I've led these guys to only 1 death in these first 2 wars. We're having a really, really successful time so far, and I'm very proud of the 10 of us. So we're just looking forward to keeping that energy up for the next 10 wars and hopefully finishing Masters once again. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, hit the like and sub button, all the YouTube jazz I'm supposed to tell you about, and I'll see you in the next video.